You love. Let me say a little something. I told you was live.
Good morning. Hey, Baltimore. I missed you guys. We were not on for what, 2 weeks?
That's right.
I feel like it's been forever that we haven't been on. You know how we take our little breaks, but we got to stop taking little breaks. We got to be consistent. Consistent is the word of the day. Right. Consistency. Let's do that, okay? But when you think about it, right, you got to be consistent in life, period, for success. My name is the segue, okay? Listen, I've been practicing, okay? Got a radio show now. I got to practice. Listen, though, we got to make sure we consistent with things, guys, because if you don't have the consistency with different things, it could be consistency in your marriage, doing things in your marriage. Right. It can be consistency with any type of addictions that you might be dealing with. It can be consistency with time. I got a problem with that altogether, though. You know, sometimes I'm just not consistent with things, and it actually shows through my work.
It shows up
when I'm not consistent, you know?
Then when you're not consistent, what happens? You become negligent. You know what I mean?
Say it.
Come on now.
Say it, Mike Davis.
Say it. You can tell what you neglect.
That's right.
You look at, if you neglect that room, it's going to be a mess.
Yeah, I've seen that. You should check out my office. Well, maybe you shouldn't check out my office. But listen, I'm super excited to be back. I always love coming here. And even though when I'm not here, it's like I'm missing something. It's always like I'm missing something. I'm missing my family. I miss talking to you guys. I miss hearing your responses, you know, because that keeps me going. Like that keeps me energized. So I missed y'all. I'm going back and forth. I just want to say I missed y'all. Okay. Let me just say those words. Okay. I missed y'all. I love y'all. So anyway, I gotta talk about this past weekend. Was absolutely phenomenal this past weekend. And I know you guys were listening to Ministry in the Marketplace. You know, that's actually me and Mike's show, and this is me and Mike's show. We got 2 shows. So y'all don't want to give us an hour? We're going to make it an hour. It's a break in between, but we're going to make our own hour. How about that?
Right. Okay.
Are we on your 5 for saying that?
I don't know if we'll be here next week. I need you to do everything you can right here on the show.
You know us. You know black folks. We gotta twist it and turn it any way we can. You want an hour? You don't get an hour, so you make your own hour. Right. Boom. Right. That's what we talk about Radio 1. We made our own hour.
Right.
So now you see me and Mike at 8:30, me and Mike at 9:30.
That's what it is. And hopefully next week you'll see us again.
Hopefully next week we'll be on, okay? If we're not, you know what happened. but we were just talking on Ministry in the Marketplace. Actually, we had a really, really good conversation that I just want to do a part 2 to.
Okay.
And the reason why is because I get a lot of text messages. I get a lot of responses about some of the things that we talk about with the Bible. I really do, you know? But first, I want to talk about that event. I got to go back to the event because you talked about it on your show. I better talk about it on mine, okay?
Right. That's right.
We had our first ever Nuwave Health Services graduation. And it was stunning. It was amazing. It was so nice. We had our graduates in cap and gown. We had 17 graduates who worked their tail off to graduate. Right. Okay? Right. It was hard. They had a lot of obstacles, but they did it.
Right. Yeah, right. And they were so excited when they came out and was just filled. You could see them filled with joy.
Yes.
Their family members were waiting in the area to see them for the ceremony. Okay.
Yes.
So you were trying to talk.
No, go.
I couldn't help when I was there.
You get going,
and
Mike.
I high-fived them as they were going in, and it was like, we're doing this. This is happening. So
God was all in the room. The spirit was all up in that room.
I think you set it up with them wearing literal cap and gown.
Absolutely.
Like they were at the college graduation, whatever it might be. And I mean, if somebody passed by, they wouldn't know. They wouldn't know. They would have said, "Oh, what school's graduating? Where
Absolutely.
they come? What what's it called? Grad school or whatever."
Yes.
That's how it was, and that's how they were treated. And ooh, you made them feel like, you know what? I've done. There's an achievement that really took place.
A huge achievement.
Okay, so how about I just took over the Angel Brown show for the first time, y'all?
Do it, Mike. Do it. That's right. You do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay.
They think we crazy.
They do.
They're like, so what they on?
Mike and Angel.
What
hashtag
they
crazy.
on?
Crazy.
We on coffee. I don't drink coffee. Coffee for old people. I drink. Oh, that was horrible. I shouldn't say that. Coffee is not for old people, but it make you feel old. It's an addiction. People gotta have coffee every day. They gotta have the caffeine. Well, I don't drink coffee.
Well, now younger people, because look at the craze, and I don't know, we sidebar.
Mocha latte.
But look at all of
mocha
those.
Latte and all that.
Monster drinks.
Yes.
All of that kind of stuff that kind of gives you this upper that you need to have.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And then what happens is the body get used to it, and then you need to have it again and again. So
I can't do it.
Some people say they can't function unless they have a cup of coffee or 2 or 3.
You're right. You know, I'm already up, and up. I don't need another.
We all know that. If we see someone giving you some coffee, it better be decaf. Right? So, no, please. Okay.
I'm a tea person.
Okay, good.
I like different types of teas and stuff like that. But I don't even know how we jumped all the way over to that. But so I take it back that I said that coffee for old people. Coffee is not for old people. It makes you, I feel like it makes you old though when you're drinking coffee, but really it doesn't. But anyway, that's a whole nother conversation.
Julie,
I know y'all gonna be texting me.
Julie,
take that off.
Can you edit
Julian, just edit that part. Oh no, this is live. I forgot. That's why I got pre-tape my shows. That way Mike can listen to them and then edit it.
Can you strike that from the record?
Let me get back on task.
They just heard it. Okay, whatever.
You know, I think I diagnosed myself with ADHD. I never went anywhere to get checked out, but I diagnosed myself with it because I'm like, wait a minute. When you read about it, I have all the signs.
Yeah, people all over the place are going, there it is.
Stay on
there task, it is right there.
Can't do that. But y'all know, it is what it is. I diagnosed myself. I Googled it, okay? Just not on meds.
She got it.
Anyway, back to the graduation.
Dr. Shepard, I need you to pray. Okay. Please.
Dr. Shepard, please pray for me. She pray for me every day. Pray a little harder. We gotta get Dr. Shepard on the show too, because she got a whole bunch of stuff that she want to talk about, and I think it's gonna be amazing.
Say, nah, I'm just gonna sit here and then there it is.
Oh okay. No,
like Daryl said, I'm not gonna talk, and then we gotta pull the mic
always
back.
say that. Daryl was texting me earlier.
Daryl, give me that mic.
Shout out to Daryl though, who just started at his new church.
That's right. That's right.
Which is so amazing. I'm so super proud of him. Daryl was on our show. Daryl's been on our show a lot, you know, throughout the years. And for him to now be pastor in the church,
working in real estate as well, but was a deacon and was always at if somebody passed or something like that. He was like going there to help with the families and all that.
Every time it was a death, every time I call him, he said, "I'm at the funeral." I'm like, that's a problem.
Are you hanging out at funerals? What's going on? Right.
You trying to open up a funeral?
Right.
What are you doing?
But I think he was on a ministry there to help the team.
Absolutely.
The team there at that church, you know, in regards to that. But
and I'm thinking about applying to be a deaconess there.
Except at
his new church.
His new church.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that works, but I think I'm gonna apply for it. I'm a deaconess right now. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all talking about you gotta be ordained to do it. I am ordained to do it. Dang it! But anyway.
Well, a deacon is a servant. It's one who serves. It really is.
That's me.
They assist the pastor in those as well, but one who serves. So technically,
okay, right. That's what I'm saying. People gotta think outside of the box. Y'all can't just keep thinking that it gotta go this way and that way. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Anyway, all right. Back to the graduation. Listen, Mike, you did a phenomenal job at the graduation.
Oh,
I love when you speak. You know why? Because Mike always do props, and I like the props, you know, because sometimes when you're saying things that's coming out of the Bible, a lot of people can't get the visual. I need a visual of it. You give a visual of it. And so to explain what you did, what did you do at the graduation?
So I had a baby chair, And I use that baby chair to symbolize that we are children of God. And when you trust him, he protects you. And so even connected that to Nuwave and how you all do with the graduates. You know what I mean? That God has angels that are there protecting you and watching over you. And when you know that, and so then when I move the chair around, the angels were supposed to move with them because they're with you all the time.
Yes.
Right. And so we had angels like Angel Brown herself and Damon and Dr. Shepard.
Yes.
And so when the chair went here, they were supposed to go there. So and then it was just good watching y'all catch on.
Yes.
You know, so I moved the chair, then y'all didn't
First time he moved the chair, we stayed still. Right. Mike is like, hello, angels. Right. But when we caught on,
oh my goodness.
Okay.
Then when there was a situation where the chair went flying over to another corner, they went there. They were on the job.
Yeah, we was running to it.
Of God being right there.
Yes. You know what I mean?
So it's a blessing to see light bulbs.
But people need it that way. Mm-hmm. You know, because seeing it that way, people are like, okay, I got it. Even the graduates.
I need it that way.
Wow.
I do it like that because I need to see it.
Yeah.
In my mind, what's happening here?
Yeah.
You know, when you read a book, it's theater of the mind. You start to say, okay, this is happening. And when you do that, and then the light bulb comes, oh,
yes.
Now I know what that means. So I can't help it. I try sometimes. Okay, I'm not going to take the prop. I'm going to do it the traditional way.
I think it's amazing.
I'm going to try, you know.
I mean, it's
the Lord gives me an idea with it.
Yes.
You know so.
And so you better do it.
You better.
You better do it. You don't do it the Lord's way, you're going to be in hell.
There you go. Well,
you're going to go to hell. If you don't follow the way the Lord wants you to go, you're going to go to hell.
Right. If you haven't got saved. It's different. You can be.
I
so let me explain this. Look,
just a little
bit. What not doing it his way does is get you out of fellowship.
Okay. All right. Let's
you know what? Let me give you a perfect example. It's like when you mad at your child.
Yes.
Okay. I told you to go do such and such.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Mm-hmm. You didn't do it. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Then you don't de-child them. You don't say you ain't my child no more.
That's true.
They're still your child.
That's true.
I still love you, but I'm mad with you. I don't want to talk to you right now.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
Until you really, how do you get back in fellowship? You come back and say, Lord, please forgive me. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that.
See what I mean? All you gotta do is repent.
In there, right?
All you gotta do is repent.
So you don't just because you get in trouble with the Lord. He's a parent. You're not. That's not what gets you in hell. What gets you in hell, and this is so easy, is accepting Jesus as Lord and Savior. He already did. The work is already done. So somebody who doesn't believe, I know that's not what we're talking about today, but somebody who ends up in hell, it's not going to be because
they messed up.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be because they rejected Jesus.
Because you have a forgiving God.
They said no. They said, I don't believe that stuff. I'm not going to do it. Mm-hmm. And so that's we're always praying for people to come. We do different things that soften your heart, ultimately, that you might receive.
All right, so y'all ain't gonna go to hell.
Okay.
But you better ask for forgiveness.
That's right.
Okay? That's what has to happen.
Get back into fellowship.
Because all things can be done through Christ Jesus.
Hey,
Mike Davis, don't you play with me. Don't you play with me. And that's in Philippians, y'all. The New Testament.
Yeah, come on. All right.
Don't you play no games.
No games being played over here. Not at all. That's right.
Listen, so these are the types of conversations that we actually need. And, you know, we were just on the phone with Dr. Shepard and she was talking about, doing it plain.
Right.
A plain Bible study.
Absolutely.
I am yearning for a plain Bible study.
Hashtag make it plain.
Hashtag make it plain. Okay. That's exactly what she said. Because this is what we need. I can't begin to tell you like how many people come up to me and say, thank you for asking that question. Because I had no clue.
Wow.
When it comes to the Bible and stuff like that. So every time that I have someone like a pastor or a bishop or someone on, or that I'm speaking to somebody, I want to make it plain. Come on, where's this at? Philippians is where? New Testament, Old Testament.
You know what, Angel, and that's your style too. Because as you go and see people and they're wondering, how can I get some help or whatever, and you're really making it plain. Okay, here's all we need to do.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, and that's how God is. God said, there's not a whole bunch you need to do. Oh, I need to get myself right first before I come. You can't get yourself right.
Right.
Okay, come as you are.
Simplify it. I mean, it's the same thing at Nuwave Health Services too. When we're dealing with someone that's coming in and has an addiction.
The
segues, right? I'm telling you. I'm
I'm
about to go global with this radio stuff. I'm about to get syndicated. Did you know that? Anybody out there
notice
want
that
to
they
hear
say,
the syndication?
Oh, that gets right into that. Go. Okay.
But that's the same way when someone comes into Nuwave Home Services, right?
Mhm.
They just want something simple and plain. They don't need everything out the book that, speaking all these clinical terms that they really don't understand.
Right.
I'm just simple with it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I don't have to speak all this craziness to you, even though we know what it is.
Right.
And
You're capable.
Yeah,
right,
we're capable of speaking it, but it's just like you got to meet people where they are at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody coming through the door that's been on drugs, a binge, 4 or 5 days,
mm-hmm.
and you coming in and you talking all this clinical stuff to them. Nobody want to hear that
crap.
They
can't hear that. Right.
They don't want to hear it. They just want to hear plain and simple, how can I be helped?
Right.
Just simplify it.
That's good.
It got to be plain all the way around. And I think that it has to be plain as well when we're bringing God, the Bible, Jesus Christ. It got to be plain.
Right.
Because if not, we're going to run people away from it. And that's what we've been doing.
And the whole goal is that you come to understand. The whole goal of Nuwave is that we want to help you get clean. We want to help you be able to go on with your life, to go on to the next level.
Yeah.
We want to help you do that. So if I give you all this stuff and you don't get anything from it, we've done nothing.
Well, and it got to be mind, body, and soul as well. You got to bring a higher power.
Mm-hmm. That's
right. A higher power has to be involved, because if we think that somebody been using drugs for 15, 20 years, going to come in and be clean, overnight, it ain't going to happen.
That's right.
Counselors out there, hello, it's not going to happen.
Right.
We got to go to their heart, their mind, their soul. Mm-hmm. We got to bring God into it. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't want to bring God into it because, you got these stipulations where is this a what do you call it? A spiritual program. Mm-hmm. You got to be careful with some of that stuff. You got to be careful, mm-hmm. right? Mm-hmm. And so, but I've learned at Nuwave, I mean, the spiritual energy is just insane over at Nuwave.
I could tell when we did the event because when the people respond that way from a spiritual perspective,
yes,
and understand, it's a welcome. It wasn't. Some places maybe it's not a welcome thing to bring God into the situation,
right?
But what you do is make sure that the Lord is in the midst of that. And I believe that's why he's blessed. I mean, you guys have grown 3 times over, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. I think he's increasing it because of that.
Yes.
You're not afraid to say here. Now, I understand, because if somebody's listening right now that, they have to mandate how you do what you do there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But you're not afraid to bring him in the midst of it. God said, you're going to bring me in. Okay.
And we offer it. We're not forcing.
Right.
We're not forcing it upon someone.
Right.
I would never force anything upon someone because I don't want it forced upon me if I don't want to a certain thing, But I think that what happens is they see God through all of us,
right?
Which makes them want to learn more. It makes me want to learn more as well. When you guys are telling me different things, I might not do it right away, but 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm researching it.
Right. Good.
I'm now reading it, to try to retain what I just learned because I actually just want to know more about it.
Right.
Now I'm interested in it, which before I might not have been interested in it because of the delivery of how someone was giving it to me. I can't learn from everybody.
Right.
And it's the same thing in addiction. When we're doing addiction counseling, they can't learn from everybody.
So you guys are selective on the counselor they get based upon their temperament, the person's, like, will you select a particular counselor for this particular person because how they are?
When they first come in, sometimes, unfortunately,
or maybe I'm saying the wrong word. Maybe it's a peer.
Counselor.
Okay.
But when they first come in, unfortunately, they have a wall up, right? And because they have a wall up, they really don't give you who they really are until you start to begin to break that wall down. Right. And once we start to begin to break that wall down, then we could say, okay, this person would be a good fit for this.
Come on.
This person will be a good fit because when they first come in, they're looking at our counselors like they're the principal. Nobody wants to go in the principal's office,
Right.
And a lot of times that's just because of past trauma of other programs that they've gone in and stuff like that. When they come to Nuwave, we are like a family.
Okay.
And we cry with them, we laugh with them, we celebrate with them. And so they feel that the moment that they're coming through the door.
Okay.
They get red carpet treatment coming through the door. But we still have to just break down little by little the trauma that they have. Because let's face it, we all have some sort of trauma.
That's right.
But did we do our work with it? I had to do my work with my trauma. I had to sit here for hours and tell you about my trauma, okay? But I did my work, and it was hard work, and it took years for me to get to where I am now.
Wow.
So we can't expect for those who come into programs and think that they're going to get it overnight. They ain't. They might not get it in 30 days. They might not get it in 60 days. They've dealt with this trauma for years. And you think that somebody's going to get it overnight? Ain't going to happen.
Right.
And I think that that's why a lot of these programs that are open, because there's a ton of programs in Baltimore that are open, right? They really aren't working for them because everything is in a box. Everybody's doing it the exact same way. We do not do it the same way at Nuwave Health Services. We don't do it the same way. We think outside of the box. Mike is like, come on, look, watch the camera. Listen, we don't do it. We don't. Yeah, that's probably better if it's over here, Mike. I ain't got to turn over this way to our Facebook Live people.
Right.
I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all was saying the back of my head. We don't do it the same way, and the reason why is because the same way that it's been working for years and years and years haven't been working.
Come on. Right.
So we got to try something different. That's just insanity at this point. Because we keep doing the same exact thing. Even when it comes to, going into AA meetings or going to even some groups, right? They do the same thing. Quote the serenity prayer.
Right.
Dude, I'm like, could somebody switch this up, please? Please switch it up.
That's good.
I'm not saying anything is wrong with the serenity prayer, but I mean, we don't have to continue to do the same. We got to try something different. Give them a different prayer.
Somebody's listening right now, and they are with in the 12-step program, and they may be thinking, well, this is what helped get me through, but there's some consistency, but there still should be some changes in the program. Why? Because people, if you don't change it a little bit, the people fall off.
Let me tell you, but people probably going to blow my phone up for this one. So you got the 12 steps, right? And the 12 steps, I just started learning about the 12 steps because I never knew about it because I didn't need the 12 steps, right? I'm not saying anything is wrong with the 12 steps, but the 12 steps does not address what is happening now. It started like with alcohol, you know what I mean? But it's not addressing what's happening now. For example, like 85% of the people who are on drugs are on a maintenance program, right? So something like Suboxone or methadone, it don't have nothing in the 12 steps about addressing things like that.
Wow. Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it need to be tweaked.
Okay.
I'm trying to do my own day on 12 steps. I'm just saying.
Teach.
We need a change because there's too many people dying. These drugs are different from the drugs that my family members was using back in the day. This stuff is killing. It's most of it is synthetic.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I think that we just got to go with the changes. It's the same way in real estate. When the market is up, we do one thing. When the market is down, we do another thing, right? And I think that sometimes we just keep doing the same things over and over and over again. And we see that it's not working, but we still continue to do it. I don't go down with the ship. I'm not one that go down with the ship. This ain't the Titanic. I ain't going down with the ship. I'm jumping off and I'm going to do something different. And that's what we do at Nuwave Health Services. So if you want something different, see how I did that? If you want something different, give us a call, 443-869-5522. You can go to our website at www.nuwave, it's Nuwave, healthservices.com. You can email us at nuwavehealthservices@gmail.com. I just think that if people really want to get the help that's out there, I know that we are one of the best programs that are out there. And I'm not saying that just because I'm the owner. I'm saying that because we are literally changing people's lives.
Yes.
We're not worried about filling beds. We are changing people's lives. And we want to give them the aftercare that's needed. And that's something that's big, that's missing. It is missing in Baltimore for sure. Aftercare is missing. What does a person do after they come out of treatment? What does my life look like after the addiction? Nobody is really talking about that, because the cycle is, they leave a program. They know that they can use and come right back through the program because there's nothing set up for them after the program.
Can you tell that part real quick? I know it's time to wrap up. I was going to talk about when somebody, after a while, that Medicaid doesn't take care of the bill. It's
a lot of things that are. It's about treating. It's not about curing. It's in the treatment, right? And I know that Julius is like, get off. This is a whole nother conversation. We probably need to do this next week that we can go dive into that. But I'm not going to get in trouble, y'all, because they might not even bring us back next week. No, I'm just kidding. Psych. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to give y'all a number again. Nuwave Health Services, 443-869-5522. We would love to see you there. We want to help people. We want to get you guys to the finish line, and we want to stop this generational curse that is going on with addictions. So anyway, we will be back next Saturday, right?
We're coming back.
Will we be back?
We coming back.
We coming back next Saturday. Y'all pat yourself on the back. This was a lot of information, guys. We absolutely adore and love you, and we will see you guys next week.
Let's go.
Mike try and get me in trouble.
I did. What was that I just listened to?
I know, right?
The whole Angel Brown.
He's back.
That's it.
She's back.
Mike is trying to get me in trouble, y'all. Trying to give me more time. Julie's
the old Angel Brown ain't never left.
Julie.
Right. He's here.
I can tell it's Angel Brown.
I know, right? It makes you sweat.
So we're gonna wrap up right now. I know you like, okay, I don't know what I just watched, but it was informative and entertaining. Right?
Now, that was a touching story I was touching about your members graduating.
So good, right?
And you remember this guy right here, Jason? He done moved up. He's the engineer now. Assistant engineer at the station now. Before we could get in here and hobnob with him, but he making big moves. Come on, Jason.
Yeah,
all right.
I made cheap.
All right. Talk to you all later on. Y'all take care. Angel Brown is doing that thing. God be the glory. We'll see you all later on. Take care. You want to say bye real quick?
Bye, y'all. I'll see y'all next week.
This is your show.